ever been hit in the mouth? Taken a shot to the ribs? Have you ever been knocked down? And instead of being helped back up, you get kicked again while you're down? Have you ever failed at something? Made a bad decision with even worse consequences? Have you ever received terrible news? You know, the kind of news that makes you sick to your stomach. Have you ever been treated unfairly? And it's completely out of your control. Whether it's because of where you're from, the color of your skin, your economic status, or even if you were the best and you worked the hardest, but you just weren't the favorite, so you didn't get picked. These things happen every single day to people like you and me. If it hasn't happened to you yet, it will. It's the way of our world. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not just. It may not even be your fault, but it's just simply how things are. We've all heard that saying a million times. It is what it is, which is true, but just because right now it is what it is, does not mean it's how it always has to be. See, our situation may not be our fault, but it is our responsibility to choose how we handle it. We are faced with a choice, a decision, that may ultimately define who we are and will show what we're made of. We can stay down, feel sorry for ourselves, make excuses, live as a victim. Or we can get back up, stop feeling sorry for ourselves, stop making excuses, and live as a warrior. We must fight, not necessarily with violence, but with courage, with hard work, with faith, with love, with grit. We must refuse to be a victim of our circumstances, and instead be a shining light in the darkness, hope in the face of doubt, perseverance in the midst of pain. Not just for ourselves, but for those who need us, for those who no longer have the strength to fight. We must fight for them. You may ask, why fight? What's the point? The world will always be unfair, so all of my efforts could be for nothing. Yes, you are right. The world will always be unfair. It will always be unjust, and your hard work may never be rewarded, but it won't be for nothing. See, to me, self-respect, success, and legacy are not earned by how much you can accomplish, but rather by how much you can endure. When you look in the mirror, do you want to see a victim? Someone who chooses not to fight and to live at the mercy of their circumstances? Or do you want to see a warrior? Someone who takes responsibility, makes the most of every situation, and fights for their happiness, self-respect, and gives hope to others by leading through example. I'll leave you with this. No matter your circumstances, your color, your background, your shame, your guilt, your fear, fight. Fight for your dreams. Fight for your future. Fight to change your circumstances. Fight for your happiness. Fight for yourself. Fight for the ones you love. Fight for those who can't fight for themselves. Fight to not be a victim. Fight to be a warrior. And lastly, when you get hit and life knocks you down, get back up.